Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Kovacic providing an outlet on that flank. Great chance! And he's straight offside. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, Peter, I know people are probably going to knock me as being biased towards my trade, but when you have someone like this fellow, Josko Guardiola, on your side, it's hard not to pick him out. Such an extraordinary defender with an unconventional style, incredibly quick, and so good at carrying the ball forward. Keep your eyes on him.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. Cherki, Rodri, Guardiola, looking to play him in. Now, can they get him away? Savinho is flagged offside. Driving on and making good progress. Savinho driving forward. Played out to the left flank. That's a sharp pass. It is early, but the game hasn't yet sparked into life. Koundé, Saliba. And here's Thuram, and the shot's on here. Played out wide. Drives it in. He's got tall. They just took too long getting forward.
Thuram cannot be that slow, and it took the sting out of the break, and a big chance wasted.
Nicely shaped ball. He's in plenty of space here. Gets into some space. And that has been knocked clear. And that's gone loose. Thuram proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Under an awful lot of pressure. And it's Lewis. It's a good-looking delivery. Cleared without hesitation. Camavinga. Still goalless at the moment. Camavinga. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Koundé. Camavinga. And Koundé. Upamecano. And it's Camavinga. Pinches it off him. Tries to pass it through. Cherki. And he's managed to get free. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Probing pass. Oh, that's clever. Caught offside that time. Digne. Upamecano. And Koundé. Cherki. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played. Well,
Haaland! It's hit the uprights. Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Tchouaméni. There's no such thing as a bad time to score, but this would sure be a good time. Played into the box. Kovacic. Nouri. And here's Kovacic. Haaland.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And now the breakaway. Olise. Oh, that is a nice touch. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, is had a shot!
that's alert and sharp and very well played.
Kovacic. Savinho. Now it's Savinho. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. That's a shade optimistic. And the first half is done. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. So they head in no further forward. The score here, still 0-0.
Votre attention, s'il vous plaît. Les personnes chargées de la sécurité sont priées de se présenter au PC Sécurité.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes. Both sides defensively robust up to now. Semenyo gets into a good position. Now try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. Oh, well measured. That's the throw. Now it's Haaland. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Chouameni. Saliba. Digne. And Upamecano. Thuram. And it's Digne. Looking for options for movement. Digne tries to cross.
That was well seen too. Good clearance.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Goalless still, neither side really getting onto the front foot. Savinho has been caught there, it's a foul. Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card. Semenyo is eyeing up his options in the middle. And there's not much doubt that this will be played into the penalty area. Thuram attempts a clearance. Savinho. Big chance! And that certainly packed a punch. It's a loose touch and the ball is anyone's. Has a look and plays it forward. Back in possession and ready to go again.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Upamecano cuts out the pass. And he passes it long. Nice sequence of passes, this. Kovacic. Oh, that's well done, really robust. No breakthrough and well into the second period. It is still anyone's game. Now that looks a decent ball. That'll be a throw.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 3, Digne. Le numéro 6, le
Alex
numéro
Reinders.
21.
Now this could be a chance.
Le numéro 22, le numéro 25.
Bernardo
Le numéro
Silva
2.
really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
And here's Haaland. Reinders. And here's Foden. That's good play. Played with finesse. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Just a quarter of an hour to play. France go in search of a late winner. And here's Thuram. And it's Conte. Chouameni. And here's Mbappe. Spread it left. Bernardo Silva. Now it's Foden. Reinders. And it's Bernardo Silva. It's Bernardo Silva.
This has been a better game than the scoreline suggests, and it really does merit a goal.
Hernandez. Conte. Now Saliba. Koundé. He is through here.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
He's got away. Flings it across. That has been knocked clear.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Mbappe looks to get on the end of this.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
That's really well manoeuvred.
Temps additionnel.
Into stoppage time, and it is still 0-0. "90 minutes up, and we will be back for extra time."
Well, 0-0 doesn't offer a fair reflection of what we've seen. The game's been vibrant. I think the atmosphere has remained buoyant, and we just need the scoreline to step into line.
So to clarify, extra time will follow.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 11. Le numéro 8. Le
Stone
numéro 4.
test is for the endurance, for the character of the players as we head into
Le
extra
numéro
time.
18. Le numéro 15. Attention, changement.
And he cuts out the supply. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And he's lost his man here. Tries a shot! Oh, so close to what would have been a memorable goal.
He's absolutely full of energy here. Definitely had the right idea. A shame he just couldn't finish it off.
Aim forwards. Dembele going face-to-face with his great rival. Shapes to shoot! Oh, it's in! Finally! Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
So we have the first goal. Oh, such a clever touch. And it's Gonzalez. Mbappe.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Hernandez. And it's Zaire Emery. Koundé. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. And here's Foden. Dembele. Reinders. Muscular approach does pay off here. Oh, he's caught him there. It's a free kick. Oh, no messing about. It is red. Well, he stayed down and is in very obvious discomfort here. France are down to 10 men.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Pass somewhat off target. That's really well cleared. Half-time, extra time. Well, it has been a punishing game, both physically and mentally. But does either team have what it takes to find a winner? And we're off for the final time. This really has been thrilling. Both sides going at it, and now for the final act. Doku tries a cross. Easy enough for the goalkeeper. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Koundé. France still ahead by the game's only goal. Koundé. Some front-footed pressing going on here. Reinders. And it's Lewis. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. I think we're just about done here. France clearly now in lead preservation mode.
That's positional goal, the utilisation of space.
Nice control. That'll be a throw-in. Haaland might just make this. Konate. So that's it. It is all over. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal. Thuram picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
France deservedly very happy with their win, and the clean sheet is a very nice bonus. They dealt with all the threats
Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, it's great to be here.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, I think it's going to be hard, Peter, not to pick out the very talented Michael Elise here. We love his creativity and his ability to drift inside and find a little bit of space and then do serious damage. But potential was always in his game from a very young age, and he's realising that potential now, and he really is growing into something quite devastating.
Yes, he's certainly the one who carries the hopes of his team. Thuram might just make this. Elise. It's a pretty loose pass. Lewis. Well, that looks a decent ball. And he's made sure that's not getting through. And he's heaved it away. And Savinho. And here's Kovacic. Tchouaméni did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Now looking to orchestrate a counter, and it's made its way to him. Camavinga. Lewis deals with that comfortably.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
It has been a rather gentle affair so far. That's tidy. Chucky! It's in! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
But inscrit après 16 minutes de jeu par
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Camavinga. And it's Tchouaméni.
France are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Some good work on the right flank here. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Mbappe. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Kovacic. He's shifting through the gears here. He gets big. Decent enough try.
Haaland certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
And they're quick to get it back. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Semenyo. Bouts of passing here, really easy on the eye. Tchouaméni has a look and plays it forward. Almost half an hour in now. Back into the middle.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. This looks promising. Produces a cross.
That was well seen too. Good clearance.
Mbappe. Klaus. Nouri. He's a sharp little ball here. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
Camavinga. Thuram. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Now it's Camavinga. Olise receives it in a... Olise! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
And it's Lewis. Great vision. Oh, that's wonderful alertness.
France certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
Olise. Klaus is wide and looking to get onto this. Defending of the desperate variety. Now it's Haaland. Cherki does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Lewis. Cherki.
Additionnel, 1 minute.
Thuram. Now it's Olise. Now it's Olise. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, good read. And the referee brings the first half to a close. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the supports have had little to cheer about, so an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
And we're off again.
France can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Now it's Thuram. Chouameni. Kovacic. Oh, easy pickings there. Klaus. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
France with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And that should get the job done. Haaland. And it's Chouameni. Well, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Passing is crisp and sharp. Savinho. And no, that was never going to make it. And here's Thuram. Good ball, good take. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Semenyo. Oh, robust challenge. France can breathe again, just.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Klaus. Kovacic. Now it's Haaland. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Some resolute defending there. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Savinho. France have kept their powder dry on the substitution front so far. Could that be about to change?
Well, the manager must be thinking to himself whether he's got a game changer on that bench, and he needs to act quickly.
And he has been fouled there.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 6.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Le numéro 11. Le numéro 3. Digne. À leur place, le numéro 18. Le numéro 24. Le numéro 7. Le numéro 22. Changement.
Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Oh, Red, nice interception. And he's managed to get free. Foden. Foden proves... Big header! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Zaire Emery. A noticeable change in the approach to defending here. Much more in your face.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter...
And the shots!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And it's Zaire Emery. Nicely weighted ball. That could have come. There's the shot! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Zaire Emery. Mbappe. And this is Dembele. He is through here. Oh, he's been caught on it here.
France really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Muscular approach does pay off here. Hernandez did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Now it's Doku. Real chance! He's got away with one there.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 4.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Le numéro 15. Changement en cours.
Doué. And Zaire Emery. It is looking like the end. If anything's going to happen, it's got to happen now.
Well, it's looking like too little too late, but they are giving it all they have.
Chouameni.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
And it's Bernardo Silva. Reinders. Now that's well seen too. Chouameni. Zaire Emery.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
And here's Thuram.
France really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Il y aura 2 minutes de temps
Doku
additionnel.
tries a cross. Time added on will be 2 minutes. Now it's Mbappe. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And there goes the final whistle. So in the end, 1 goal did it. An exciting encounter where both sides produced. Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. And already we're underway here.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Now, can they get him away? That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Well, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Somewhat off target. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Looking to play him in. Incoming delivery. With the clearance. And we have our very first corner. Cleared without hesitation. France are looking to go forward now. And he's picked it up out wide. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, Peter, I think we'll be seeing a lot of this fella, Mateo Kovacic, if he's got the freedom to get forward. He's got the athleticism, he's got the staying power, and he loves to press. And just keep an eye out for that drop of the shoulder. He loves to go past opposition players.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. Cherki. He's shifting through the gears here. Swept in. And he gets rid in a hurry. Well, there's the clearance.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
That is a great pick out. Savinho. And it's Kovacic. Gets into some space. And he decides to cross it. Defending of the desperate variety. Want to throw in. That is ended up in no man's land. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it. Well, it seems as if the message has been issued by both managers: don't concede the opener.
Digne. Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. Chouameni. Saliba. That's a promising run he's making on the right. Here's Chouameni. Just eases him off the ball. Semenyo. That is good strength. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Out towards the flank. Lewis. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Camavinga. Klaus. For Olise. Klaus. Kovacic takes control of it and he's on the move. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Rodri. And it's Lewis. He's had it taken off him. Chouameni. Mbappe. Here's Digne. Koundé. Camavinga. Distributed tidily. Olise showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And here's Mbappe. Olise. Olise tries making a foray down the right. Cherki. Semenyo. And the counter is on. And Cherki. That's a lovely, neat pass. Savinho charging forward, the ball at his feet. So the last big chance perhaps before half-time.
He's got to have a go at this, and it looks straightforward.
Savinho. Oh, well played, well played. Now it's Thuram, and that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Temps additionnel, 1 minute.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And the first 45 minutes are up. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, it's been nothing but frustration, really, Peter. I think the team as a whole has to take more risks, but they really need to up their quality too.
Well, after 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change, perhaps, after half-time. And the second half gets underway. 0-0, and we're at the halfway point. Digne did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And that's been won straight back. Cherki. And it's Kovacic. And here's Haaland. Mbappe. Ball played for Klaus. France are looking to break at pace. That is lovely. He's picked his way through. Oh, good read. They've played it short. And here's Elise. Plays the ball back.
And now they've got a chance to start again.
Thuram. He's played it back.
He's got no choice here. He had to go backwards.
And it's Camavinga. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Still absolutely nothing to report here, goals-wise. Savinho looking to penetrate opposition lines. Oh, that's well spotted. Out for a throw. Digne, driven forward. Oh, can he get onto this? Saliba. Very little to report from an attacking perspective. Jim, it's a cagey old game.
Well, I think it's a fair reflection on what we've seen so far. Neither side has produced that many efforts at goal simply because respective defences have been strong.
Gives it back. Koundé. A noticeable change in the approach to defending here. Much more in your face.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
France looking to pass their way through. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Lewis making good progress on the right-hand side. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Now it's Mbappe.
Might want to be careful there.
That's a foul, no two ways about it. Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro...
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Le numéro 6. À leur place, le numéro 7. Le numéro 24. Le numéro 25. Changement en cours.
Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
France clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
France still have the cards to affect this game.
Well, you can only assume that the manager's got those substitutions on his mind.
And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Into the last quarter of an hour.
France really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
And into the grateful arms of the keeper. And this is Dembele. Doué. Looking for options for movement.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And Upamecano.
Well, it's very much looking like this might be destined for a scoreless outcome.
Upamecano is fouled. Chouameni, and it's Doué, and here's Dembele. Dembele going face-to-face with his great rival.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
And it's made its way to him. Reinders. Foden. Rodri. Bernardo Silva. And this is Marmoush. Oh, good spread. And that's very disappointing, it has to be said.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
Looking ball, that. Oh, that's a key interception. 90 minutes up, and we will be back for extra time.
Well, 0-0 doesn't offer a fair reflection of what we've seen. The game's been vibrant. I think the atmosphere has remained buoyant, and we just need the scoreline to step into line.
So all square, we need a winner, and we will be back for extra time.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 3, Digne. Pour le remplacer,
90 minutes gone and nothing between them still. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. Now he's off and running. Rodri. And it's Bernardo Silva. Reinders puts his foot on the gas. Now that looks a decent ball. Conte.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Rodri. Doku. And it's Lewis. Aimed beyond the defence. Lewis. That's been cut out, well played. Conte. Thuram.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Saliba. And it's Tchouaméni. Dembele. And Doué. Dembele. For Conte. And it's Tchouaméni. And Doué. Tchouaméni. And it's Doué. Oh, they can break here. Driving forward. Nouri. And that's it for the first half of extra time. So 15 minutes to find a winner, but is there anything left in the tank?
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 8, le numéro 4. À leur place, le numéro 18.
Is there to be drama in these final 15 minutes? So, for the last time, who dares to win? And it's Reinders. Great ball, and he's in here. Foden, big header! Oh, yes, it's there! Finally, finally, finally! It was wonderfully efficient.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Le numéro 7.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, all their effort pays off in the end. It just took that extra bit of dynamism to get them the goal they craved.
Bernardo Silva has been shown a yellow card for that offence, just to confirm. Knocks it into space, and that has left him in a heap. Big chance! That is decidedly lacking. Zaire Emery. And here's Mbappe. Look at the space here.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And that has put paid to that. Oh, that's fabulous.
Marmoush really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because...
Chance for a shot! Goal! We thought it was over! It's all square once more!
Well, a 1-2 is easier to pull off than most dribbles, and I think we've just seen the proof.
Après 26 minutes dans les prolongations, le numéro 7.
So all square with almost no time remaining.
Credit where it's due. This is great attitude. Now the only question is whether there's enough in the tank to grab another.
And here's Mbappe. He's found a way through, and he's in. Can he finish? Oh, it's in! And that has raised the roof! The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here.
No question, that's a foul. No second thought, a straight red card. France are down to 10 men. Rodri. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Can he spark a counter here? And that will be the final act. They are pumped, boy they're pumped. A tough win earned through the power of will, and this place is bouncing. Dembele taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. So a dramatic game decided in its very last moments.
Well, this looked like it had a draw written all over it, Peter, so credit where it's due. They found a way to win it, and they can take great satisfaction from never losing that focus.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you.